Hey everybody, welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and Sacha Baron Cohen is back at it. Now, whether you like him politically or not, that's not what this video is about. I want to show you the latest prank he has up his sleeve, but more importantly, I want to show you how he pulls this stuff off, because when I watch his stuff, I'm always like, how did he get away with this? What's going on? In this instance of this prank leaking, it gives us some insight on how he sort of pulls these things off. Look, again, whether you like him or not, he is a fantastic prankster, producer, etc., and performer. From Ali G to Borat to Bruno, he has pulled off some immensely funny and just crazy stunts over his years. And this is clearly another one. It's a segment he's done before where he's gone to a crowd and gotten them to sing along to seemingly racist stuff. He did one with Borat where he'd throw the blank down the well. I got to be careful with my keywords because YouTube is way on censorship duty today. I've already tried to post this video twice. So thank you for the support watching. But he did that bit with Borat, and he did another one at a big rally where he almost got, destroyed. So this is a segment he's done before where he showed up to this conservative rally to get them all to sing along to seemingly racist lyrics. Not seemingly, they are racist. They're sort of encouraging violence. Talking about this right here, the flu, which I'm not going to say because YouTube won't let me say it, but that's, seemingly racist version of the Bud Light, which is what we call it here on the channel, because we can't say that either because YouTube doesn't like things. But anyway, he made up on stage. He got the crowd to sing lyrics about Obama, Hillary, Fauci, and the flu. The rally was titled March for Our Rights and was organized by the Washington 3 Percenters, a right-wing militia organization, on Saturday. They're in response to the March of Our Lives, which is the teenagers who do the, trying to help. I think I have that here. Yeah, who they're just trying to fight for stronger gun laws, sensible gun violence prevention policies, which I support. They're there to sort of defend their rights, as they say, defend freedom and fight tyranny. So he clearly wanted to go there and sort of see, are these guys going to be racist idiots? And he got them to prove that they were. At least, the people in the crowd who played along. He disguised himself as leader of a political action committee who wanted to sponsor the rally. He brought his own security team who prevented organizers from kicking him off stage once he began singing and from turning off the power to his microphone. Holy yes, Sacha Baron Cohen infiltrated the Washington 3%, a local right-wing militia event in Olympia a few minutes ago. A last-minute big donor paid to sponsor the event and hire security, and then that security kept the organizers from getting on stage to stop Cohen. So what's really funny is this sort of came light because this interview went on air about, here's the organizer who was just very frustrated because he was caught, being tricked by Sacha Baron Cohen. And so he's being interviewed by this person who's sort of trying to get all the information about the story, explaining that, this donor came in and tricked us, and we don't know who. And then they realize, well, it was Sacha Baron Cohen. He realized at the end. He does all this and then doesn't realize that the cameraman there also following it, guys, look who that is. That's Sacha Baron Cohen. I would notice him from anywhere. And so he's even there after he does the whole bit. He went back, disguised himself again, and then came out to interview the people he just pranked, and they still didn't figure it out, which I find hilarious. So there he is sort of doing this interview to this guy, and it just falls right into it with a big beard. But look, if you say it, you can't blame him. If he's out there saying ridiculous stuff, look, the song is catchy. I'll admit that. I would have probably been caught tapping my toes. But if he's out there singing, which he is, he sings this whole thing of saying, inject them with the blank, blank flu. And he starts the journalists, Hillary, everybody. He's just singing over and over again. Basically, everybody he thinks that right-wing group would hate, should we give them the flu, is what he keeps having them sing. And they sing along happily, loudly. Yeah, inject them, yeah. That's awful. That's not forcing anyone to do anything. That is just shining a mirror to society and proving, yes, there's still a lot of ugliness out there. And that's what he does when he's the most brilliant. He proves it. Now, will there be some editing and trickery? And, did he sneakily get in there? Sure. But I don't think he forced or tricked anything yet. Now, I haven't seen the final bit, to be fair. But everything I'm seeing, and I'm going to show you some footage. There's footage there I'm going to show. I can't play the audio, but there's some camera phone stuff, and you can see the whole event. But the reality is, look, these guys do look stupid, but it's their fault that they look stupid. Once on stage and in disguise, Baron Cohen performed a song with a band and had members of the crowd repeat the words back to him. The lyrics mentioned injecting Obama, Clinton, Fauci with this thing and chopping them up. Members of the World Health Organization, like the blanks do. You can see there as I'm saying it, Obama, what are you going to do? Inject him with the dun dun dun. Hillary Clinton, what we're going to do? Lock her up like we used to do. Fauci don't know his head from his... He must be smoke. I ain't lying. His literal hoax. He hits it all. And then he starts talking about what about the people who wear masks? Inject them or chop them up. Sort of what he then goes on to do. He does this segment for about 8 minutes. There's a clip where he did this. I saw the full-length clip where he did it for 8 minutes, which was smart for him as a producer and editor. It's smart because he bought the stage, which I'll show you in a second. Because he bought the stage, he can control it to an extent. And so he does the dun 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 with his like little banjo, and it's a very catchy song, so it's not that annoying, and it'll get stuck in your head. I'll try and find the link. You can find it. It's all over YouTube, but they'll ding you if you put it here. But he does that sort of dun dun dun, and he's just saying these awful things, and he's getting them. He is egging them on in the beginning because they don't know the song. He's getting them like used to the rhythm. He's getting used to the choruses that he wants them to say, and then eventually he just keeps saying, "Now your turn, louder, yeah," and he does eggs them on in that way. But they say it on their own rights. They're not being forced. There's no one putting a gun to their heads. They're saying what he's telling them to say, and that's on them. And the stuff they're repeating is not good stuff. It's not good stuff. Now, it's funny to watch from afar to say, oh my God, those guys look stupid. I can't believe they said that. That's sort of the cringe, funny satire that Sacha Baron Cohen creates. But this is all on them. So they're out there doing this, saying that stuff. And that's the organizer got upset. But yes, the reason it all happened was because last minute donor paid big to sponsor the event and hire security and then get that security to keep them. But if you look at the event here, which we have, here is the event. So here's the stage, which he paid for. Sacha Baron, well, it's Showtime probably. I'm assuming it's Showtime who's doing this event. Showtime bought this. Paid for it. This was their budget. Now think about it. It's not, aside from Sacha and the crew's like sort of fees, which is standard on shows, it probably cost, I don't know, a few $1,000 to probably sponsor the event, probably a few $1,000 to throw this. So for under $10,000, you got a segment for a cable television show. That's nothing in the scope of budgets as these shows go. So, for a big segment that got all this press for the new, hey, it's happening, that's a flash in the pan for a thing like Showtime to get this attention. So he bought all this. He put the speakers up. He made this stage up, got it so he could have a venue to make this look like part of the event that he didn't throw, but he sponsored so it could be there, and then got people to show up. But what's telling about this and what's interesting is, when you hear it, it sounds like a lot of people there, but when you get the other side, here's the security and stuff, it's pretty empty. There's a few people there, but it's not everyone was as involved or as popular as it seemed. And this guy's saying boo. But that's the whole, you get the 360 of the event. And it's telling, I'm going to slow it down as we watch it. Did you guys even know you can do this? Playback speed. Look at this. How cool is this? And then go to 2.5%. And now when we watch, you can watch it in slow-mo. But here we go. So when we pan around, stop tyranny, defend freedom. I don't know if he bought those too. Curious. But when you stop and you look, again, when you hear it, I'm sorry I can't play you the audio, but it's frustrating. Here's a camera guy, probably part of Baron's crew. That he's got a little backpack, probably some batteries and things. He's got the camera. He's up in the people's face. There seems to be another one over there. This could be one too. It's almost like there's 5 cameramen and hardly any people. And then there's like this guy who's excited. Can't tell if he's just excited because he knows, oh, this is a bear. Is he there? Is he a plant? I don't even know. Here's another one trying to zoom. And a lot of these people are wearing masks. So who knows? He might be able to trick this in the edit to look like they're singing along, but they're really just doing this. And then his crew could be singing it for all we know, to be fair. Or they all might be thinking this is so ridiculous. Let's just humor him. It doesn't, I can see where some would say, well, look, I got to see the bit and I got to see them singing before I hold any judgment. All I'll say is by hearing it sounds like a lot of these people in the crowd had no problem singing these lyrics. And I do have a problem with that. It's just stupid of them. It makes them look stupid and racist. It does, because they're racist lines. But that's how he pulls this off. And so what's fascinating, though, is he buys this event, he buys all this, and he shot this for 8 minutes. He did this segment over dun 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 dun. If you find the other clips, there's an 8-minute version where before he sort of gets kicked off. He's doing that. I think it was 8 or 9 minutes. So that way he has so much to cut to. He's repeating lines several times to sort of get his camera crew to get multiple reactions. So as a camera guy, you're like, all right, I got that old lady. Cool. Give me another one. Great, cool. Now I got that man. And so now he's got multiple people that he can cut to make it look like so many people are all doing it right away and throughout the whole time. And so, or if no one's doing it, it sort of gives them. So if he's got 5 camera crews all sort of areed, and they're all probably, tasked with like, all right, you get that quarter of the stage, you get this quarter, you get the center, and they're all sort of trying to get, multiple shots in different places of point of view. And so that way, by filming for 8-9 minutes, he gets way more footage, and he's getting them into it. They're more comfortable. They know now the line, the rhythm. They can get away with saying some stuff, way more now. So he did all that, and then on top of that, how he pulled this off is he had an ambulance at the end as a getaway, or maybe even to disguise himself. He had sort of an ambulance there, which you wouldn't think would be his getaway car if he was caught. So it's kind of brilliant. And then they can just flip it on. Probably have a paramedic in there. I don't know. That's legal, but he did it. And then he can get the heck out of there as fast as he needs to. So that's how he pulls these off. It's pretty crazy. He bought the whole stage in this instance because he's got to work even trickier now because people know him. So to do that last minute donation, he finds this event. They're probably tracking it. He gets in, he buys it. They slide in. They're like, it's a go. He shows up at the very end. They've prepped it probably a bunch. They've looked at photos. They sort of like, here's what it's going to probably look like. They're all ready. And then they show up, and then the people there are just like, what's going on? And then if you're in your crew, it's like, get those reactions. So I'm very interested to see if this bit makes it to the show. Will it be for Showtime? Is he doing a one-off special given everything that's going on? Very, very curious to see where this will end up. Stay tuned. They'll clearly be using this as press to announce it. What do you guys think? Are you a fan of Sacha Baron Cohen? Are you frustrated by this? Do you see the problem with these people singing along? If you want to see the video, I'll put the link in the description. Also, please check out our latest new woke trailers for Ferris Bueller. I'd love your support over there. It's very funny, as well as my new channel, Movie World. I'll put down here. Check out lots of stuff to watch if you want to support the channel. And we'll be live since it's Tuesday, every Tuesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. live here on Popcorn Planet.